Welcome to VAR India News Hour. The global online outsourced market is used for marketing services. Today, small businesses understand the importance of having a digital presence and the benefits of leveraging the digital space for conducting business. An offshoot of this understanding has been the growth of several B2B online platforms that help connect buyers with freelance service providers. The market potential for the freelance segment is estimated to be a whopping $300 billion, and this has resulted in the emergence of 4 key players who address this segment. SMEs consume $300 billion of marketing services from freelancers globally and $226 billion from the organized marketing communication firms. SMEs around the world are connecting with advertising and marketing agencies through an online platform. While SMEs on one hand would be able to access a wide range of specialist service providers in a high cost effective manner, there are an estimated 125 million small and medium enterprises around the world, 67 million of whom are present in Asia alone. The US, Europe, Canada and Australia have together around 40 million small business enterprises. In developing countries, the level of internet usage among SMEs is relatively low, averaging about 1020%, while in developed countries, the usage for B2B is as high as 90%. Looking at the world's A&M market, there are an estimated 1 million plus agencies addressing and serving the A&M needs of all enterprises. 90% of these are agencies themselves in the SME space and thereby constrained with the same set of needs and concerns as the buyers in the SME space via market access and vendor access, etc. Let's look into today's headline in VAR India. UP government to set up electronic park in 250 acres near Zevar Airport. The UP government will set up an electronic park in the Yamuna Expressway Industrial Development Authority area near Zevar Airport, YEDA CEO Arunveer Singh said. National and international companies making mobiles and electronic goods will establish their units in the park, he added. The park will be developed in 250 acres either in Sector 14 or Sector 10 of YEDA near Zevar Airport and is expected to attract an investment of Rs 50,000 crore. Li-Fi network has been established in Ladakh's Institute for Faster Internet. Ahmedabad-based Nav Wireless Technologies Private Limited has set up a Li-Fi network at India's highest altitude educational organization to help the local education fraternity. Li-Fi is transmitting data with a light beam spectrum through open space in indoor and outdoor environments. The Students' Educational and Cultural Movement of Ladakh has become the first of its kind institute in the Union Territory to have an internet connection using light fidelity technology. NEC launches E-band wireless transport solutions in India. NEC India launched its outdoor integrated iPasolink X advanced dual microwave radio system for E-band communications in India. As per the company, it can handle the current 4G LTE and future 5G front-haul demands and can adapt to unexpected or scheduled network loads. The iPasolink X Advanced Dual can offer up to 20 Gbps capacity. It can be deployed by operators to expand rapidly in a cost-effective manner in the Indian market, the company said. 17-year-old from Chennai finds bugs in IRCTC ticketing portal. A 17-year-old class 12 student from a private school in Tamil Nadu's Chennai has identified and reported a bug that could potentially leak passenger information including name, gender and age. The bug also allowed access to journey details. The Computer Emergency Response Team, India, based on the alert by the teenager, marked the vulnerability to the IRCTC, which then fixed it, thus preventing the potential hack of millions of user records from the largest online ticket reservation portal in the country. He said that a hacker could have been able to cancel a ticket of the passenger without their knowledge due to the vulnerability, and it caused the risk of the data of millions of passengers being leaked. Fantasy sports platform Dream11 posts Rs 181 crore profit in FY20. Sporta Technologies, which runs the fantasy sports platform Dream11, has posted a net profit of Rs 180.77 crore for the financial year ended March 31, 2020, as compared to a net loss of Rs 87.8 crore in the year-ago period. This makes Dream11 one of the rare consumer-focused startup unicorns in India that has recorded a profit. Dream 11's operational revenue grew to rupees 2070.4 crore in FY20. Dream 11 spent heavily on advertising and promotions during the fiscal in a bid to capitalize the surge in mobile gaming in the country amid the pandemic-induced lockdown. That's all for now. Please like, share, comment and subscribe to VAR India News Magazine. You can download the VAR India app from Google Play Store and Apple App Store for the latest news and updates. Stay tuned. Thank you.